Hello, my friends. It has come to my attention that there's some confusion about who is the bride of Christ. Now, I know where the confusion comes from. A lot of us have been born and raised in the church, and we've been taught certain things. One of the things that they teach is Jesus came to save sinners, and the law doesn't matter anymore, and that we're all part of the body of Christ, and we are the bride of Christ. Well, I can't deal with all of that today in this conversation, but I wanted to share something with you to just set your mind straight on who is the bride of Christ. Now, remember, Jesus is the author and founder of the church. He coined the phrase, "On you, Peter, will I build my church. I will build my church." And he's doing that. Now, we can get into what that church is, who it is, etc. later. But for right this moment, remember, the only authentic person that could possibly articulate who Jesus was, why he came, and who his bride actually is were first-hand accounts. Either Jesus himself or the apostles that were there that he personally trained. Notice I'm saying personally. This excludes Paul, and I'll show you why later. Very, very, very important. Paul convolutes and confuses the issue. But if you look at what Jesus himself says, again, this is John in Revelation chapter 21, is the only real place that one of the eyewitness accountants, John, witnessed, saw, heard, and wrote down about who the bride of Christ is. And here we go. "And I saw the holy city," this is Revelation chapter 21, starting at verse 2. "And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride adorned for her husband. Then one of the seven angels, who had the seven bowls full of the seven last plagues, came and spoke with me, saying, 'Come here, I will show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb.' And he carried me away in the Spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the holy city, Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. The nations will walk by its light, and the kings of the earth will bring their glory into it. In the daytime, for there will be no nighttime, its gates will never be closed. And they will bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. Nothing unclean, and no one who practices abomination and lying shall ever come into it, but only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life. There will no longer be any curse, and the throne of God and the Lamb will be in it, and his bondservants will serve him." Now, there's a lot there to unpack, but I wanted to share with you, again, this is the only account based in what we call the Scriptures, right? The canon of 66. There's more that's godly writings, I believe, but in this canon of 66, this is the only authentic account of who the bride of Christ is, the wife of the Lamb. And it says it is the city of Jerusalem. Let that sink in for a second. Are you Jewish? Are you from Jerusalem? If not, well, there's your answer. Then you're a nut. Don't get me wrong. It's not negating you. It's not relegating you to a lowly place. It's a different place. There's still bondservants that will serve him. There's those who are going to be coming and going from the city. But no one who ever lies and no one who practices abomination will ever enter. So the world is still going on. The world doesn't end. The world is still going on. Understand this: the bride of Christ is happening very soon, and there's a whole context, a whole bunch of information that goes with that. But I wanted to give you the bottom line. The bottom line is Jesus is marrying his bride, which is the city of Jerusalem. Remember, he said, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how often I would have gathered you under my wings as a hen gathers her chicks. Jesus had a heart for Jerusalem. He rescued them. He came to rescue them from the law, the penalty of the law, and he did that. And they're going to be his bride, which is exciting. That's the whole story of the Father sending out the messages, compelling people to come in. Again, there's so much more I'll break down for you later, but I wanted to give you, that's the bottom line. That's the short version. Jesus is marrying Jerusalem, the city of Jerusalem. Those are his bride. And we are fit somewhere else into the picture. Looking forward to chatting with you next time. Hope it helps. Enjoy, do some studying. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon.